What is up, everyone? As you guys know, I didn't post a video yesterday because I spent all day yesterday trying to get the Black Z to run. So as you guys know, we got the Megascore ECU installed into the Black Z, and now we have to get a base map on it, get it all started up, and then we can bring it to the dyno. That was supposed to be yesterday's plan, and we had so many issues trying to get that thing started. It was just baffling. We started off with having cable issues, and we had a computer issue, and then we had a setup issue, and it followed into today, and now I've officially figured it out. I honestly was filming the whole diag process of it, and it was such a mess that we're just scrapping the footage. So we're going to start fresh right here, right now, and today is the day that we hopefully make over 300 horsepower in the Black Z. Fingers crossed. I just got the car started. I'm still sitting at the base map a little bit, but we are almost ready to bring it to the dyno, retune it for the 7th time, and hopefully, it's just ECU. It's a stretch to say it's ECU, but you never know. My ass is kicked. I've been going at this for so many hours. You guys have no idea, but the video has just started, and whew. So let's get the Z down to the dyno, strap her up, and get to work. Oh, I'm not hyped to drive through that. So far, so good. All right, Ken, guide me on. Well, this site looks familiar.
The sadness is...
See, I should be going in excited, but last time I was really excited, and I just don't want to be that disappointment again.
I don't want to break your heart, Jimmy.
Now, for the 7th time on the dyno, we have changed the cams. It now has bigger cams than last time. It has the Tommy Pond cams. And we changed the ECU. So instead of having the Nismotronic, which was kind of like a piggybacked stock computer, this is a Megascore, which is a full standalone. If it's not any of that, then I think every single one of us is baffled.
I think you should be able to make 250 on this first pull.
Realistically, it should make 280 on its first pull with the map I have set up on it right now.
I'm being reasonable. It should make 350 at the end.
Yeah.
But anywhere over 275, and I think we'll all be kind of happy, except for Jimmy.
See what happens.
Let's make the first pull, and we'll go from there. We'll adjust our goals after we see what we're working with.
Freaking out. Breaking up too.
Probably because of the fuel.
Yeah, it's being funky. I was like quickly making that fuel map just because I didn't want to do a pull.
You were buried in the tents, like 10-0 flat the whole way.
I was eager to do a pull, so I just threw together that map real quick. Well, hey, what do you make?
212.
212. So it was buried in fuel and it was breaking up, but 212 I think is still on the low side. It's breaking up. You could hear it, and I have no idea why, so let's do some wizardry and get back to you guys. Still breaking up, real bad. So it sounds like it's breaking up due to the ignition, not the fueling. So I checked, and looking at the dwell of the coil packs, and Megascore has it set to 3.5. I looked it up, it's supposed to be SR20 coil packs set for 1.9, so we'll see how that does. Did it break up?
242.
It's not breaking up. That's huge.
Yes.
That's a lot. Well, that's good. So I think the car is still slow, But
super slow.
I'm happy that we're figuring out this crappy Mega Square base map.
Yeah.
And now everything on it's wrong.
I thought this thing was gonna be pretty on point right from the get. Nope, not at all.
I don't know what their startup map is, Mega Square, but everything on it's wrong. I think I've changed everything on it.
Yeah.
Like that has to do anything that's specific to an SR base settings, I had to change. So I don't know, like great computer, but startup map's trash.
It picked up a little. It still has a lot of fuel in it.
Mine says it's good. Yeah. Yeah, whatever it is, it's still not fixed. That's all I have to say. The tune's good now, but the car's not. So it wasn't an ECU, wasn't the cams.
Did you see how much boost it made there?
14 pounds. Well, at least I know how to make sure a Mega Squirt works on an SR20 now. Learn something out of this. Just change everything.
Yeah, save this map and post it on the internet.
Yeah, literally. Well, at least I have this now for when I tune TJ's car. All right, guys, so I called Jack Cecil, as you guys know, from HP Logic, and kind of explained to him what was going on and the type of trends we've been having, and he wanted me to actually gap the plugs down to a little bit more. They're gapped to 0.027, which is usually what I do for this, you know, boost level, but he wants me to gap them down to like 0.018 and try it then and see if it picks up from that, because he says we might be on the cuff of breaking up, and sometimes it just causes some weird issues, so it's worth a shot. And just like that, the plugs are done.
It's just as easy as shutting the camera off and turning it back on again.
Oh, disappointment, my old friend. Guys, we just put 6 degrees of timing back in it, and hopefully we see more than 250 out of this thing. Do I think we're gonna get more? I don't think it's gonna do shit. What do you think it's gonna do, Kenny?
Oh,
252.
315. No, I think it's gonna be exactly the same.
Yeah. Okay. What do we get, Kenny?
No discernible difference.
Nothing at all.
It was 245.
Wow, with 245 with 6 more degrees of timing in it. Fuck me up. Well, let's call Jack and tell him what the hell happened. All right, so now Jack suggested us to do Kenny's favorite thing, and that's just...
We're gonna crank it the fuck up.
Crank the boost up, that is. So he wants to see if we get a good increase of power due to boost, so we're gonna crank the manual boost controller up, and I don't know what it's gonna make because it is a manual boost controller, so...
We're gonna wing it.
We're gonna wing it. Okay, that was a decent amount. Should be, I don't know. These things are so like unlinear that you just don't know.
Yeah, the entire like efficiency range of the turbo is like not
That's
even
true.
a quarter
So
turn.
it could overboost, but we'll see what happens.
277.
277. So it's picking up to boost like it should, but it's not picking up to timing like it should.
Yeah. So if this motor was NA, this motor NA probably makes 120 horse.
Yeah, exactly. So which is kind of shitty.
Which is really bad.
So it's starting to make me feel like something's wrong with the motor. Need what, 30 more horsepower almost?
With 3 pounds of boost.
With 3 pounds of boost, 4 pounds of boost, which is what it should increase at. But timing is the other thing that's supposed to help increase power, and we're getting nothing from that aspect. So it shouldn't take this much boost to be where we are. So the party continues. We're gonna pull more timing out of it and see how it does, because when you pull timing out of it, it kind of just makes it safer. You're less likely to knock, but your EGTs could go up, so we gotta be careful on that one. Just add it to the list. Why do you have a hammer?
Well, I was gonna say, when you're ready, we'll just go. Let's do this.
All right, I didn't want to show you guys another Dyno run, but I just took 7 degrees of timing out. Like, that's huge. That is old. my car should have did nothing. Like, it should have went nowhere, and it made what? Made 5 less horsepower with 7 degrees of timing. Holy shit! I want to hear Jack's reaction when I tell him this one. Yo. So we took out 4 degrees of timing, and it negligible change. So I took another 3 degrees out. So we took 7 degrees all around out, and we lost 5 horsepower.
Wow.
Yeah, that is the craziest thing.
So I would leave it there then.
Really?
Yeah, because There's no reason to have the extra timing in.
Oh yeah, well I know that, but I just feel like I just feel like we're not done. Like something can't be right.
Yeah, I know. I feel like it too, but it really does seem like that motor is just not with it. Yeah, I would at that point start to surrender to that motor just because you've done so much. If you're positive that the compression is good, you're positive the leak down is good, and you're positive that your mission timing is on par, then it should be responding. And if it's not responding positively, then you don't. It's just there's just no way to counter that.
Got off the phone with Jack, and it's definitely not the news that I wanted to hear. And Jack thinks that the motor could possibly just be hurt, because at this point, nothing else explains it. And the fact that the engine is picking up good power due to boost and not the timing is just another, I guess, confirmation of the motor just something not being right. I mean, everything we test on this engine, everything we've seen on this engine says that it's a good engine, but you just never know. So at this point, since it's making good power with boost, Jack thinks we should just turn the boost up until we make like...
He said 600 horsepower.
600 horsepower, yeah, he said no. So we're going to turn the boost up to we're going to see what it does at like 18, 19 PSI and just leave it there. I guess leave it and move on or something. I don't know. I don't want to accept that, but for now, we'll just see what it does. Get the boost controller. Twist it. Oh yeah, we're going to twist it up good this time. Yeah, that feels like 20 pounds of boost. Well, you got your wish, Kenny. More boost.
I love me some boost.
That's what we get. Junk.
You look so sad.
I'm miserable. I'm absolutely miserable. That would be good numbers if I was on a stock turbo. That is stock turbo numbers. That is not bigger turbo numbers. This sucks, dude. Why does this? What is it, dude? I'm not accepting. I can't accept the answer that it's just the motor. I don't think the motor's hurt.
The only way to know is to take the engine out and put a different engine in, because you replaced everything else.
I just sold my other SR. Everything this motor has shown us, besides the number, this motor has been the healthiest SR I've ever seen.
It's healthy because it's lazy.
Yeah, literally.
It's fucking chugging along.
I'm so over this. Well, at least we're leaving with more power this time. We're leaving with 285.
With like 60 horse more than you left last time.
Still 40 less than I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to go cry over a meal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
It just spawned second. No way. Definitely is quicker. So I've already done a lot of talk at this point, I know, but this is pretty crazy. As you guys know, it's been a battle to figure out this car. It has been on and off the dyno 7 or 8 times. I've tuned it 7 or 8 times, and I still don't want to accept the fact that the motor's just hurt. I still think there's something wrong with it, and I'm going to figure it out. Though we've gone through so much with this car, it's been such an awesome learning experience for me, and hopefully for you guys too. I mean, it's definitely tested my diag abilities, switching things up, trying new things out, trying to be efficient. And if anything, this car has made me such a better tuner. It is unreal, because I've had to tune this car 7 times. So I've tuned it 7 times, and I've gotten way more efficient with this. As you guys probably, I don't know if you guys could tell, but once I figured out Megascore, it had all like the base stuff wrong, and I've corrected all of it. I had this thing basically good on 2 to 3 pulls, which is pretty sick. So we left with the car running well, idling well, driving well. Though to make a lot of power, it's still a very safe setup. Even at that boost number, I could beat the crap out of this car, and I should have no problems with it. And that's really all you can ask for. Awesome, it's still a great car, and I'm still excited for it. But we shall move on and prevail. And I should finish talking, but today has been pretty crazy for me. So it has definitely been an experience, and it's not over yet. So stay tuned in the saga of trying to figure out why the hell this motor is not hitting the way it should. So you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
I'm cold-hearted and broke. I cold-started and choke. I grow part with my soul. The vote harder to grow. I know why. Hey, I know why. Hey, yeah. I'm cold-hearted and broke. I cold-started and choke. I grow part with my soul.